Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to another one of these high-level updates of mine. So, what has been going on the last week? What might be going on? Great question. For that, I have even greater answers. Woo! Okay, first things first. Two new deals. Now you might be asking, but how? How did this happen? I thought you were swimming in deals already. How can you get more? And the answer is, with plenty comes more, yet more plentiful harvests. You harvest once and you reap the rewards. That's exactly how the saying goes. Anyways, basically, I had some people who were interested but did not were not able to do it immediately, and usually people like that don't reach out, but they did. So those things got done. So one of the deals is for a simple fix of one website, and the also with that is a kind of reworking on of another site. So together that deal is 1K, and for the other one it seems like it's gonna be starting next week, or for this one that I'm talking about right now, it's already started. So I already have have that deal closed, so that's great. So that there's 500, 500 for that, for the intro payment. Then I'm gonna fulfill, and hopefully it's not too serious because I do have to do some translations, but I think it will be fine. So trust me on that. Other than that, the other deal is a bit smaller, so that's only 700, and that's gonna be starting next week. So be learning for that, but that's just a very normal deal. Other than that, to just keep track of everything that has been happening, I have before these two new deals, I had three deals before this. One for 700, one for 3.9K, and one for 1K. So the 1K was a plugin specially made for them, so that is done, cooked. Next was this normal website, that's 700. So that's me doing that in I think this Thursday. We're gonna close it out, and in that one, so that's gonna be fully enclosed, and then we're just gonna leave my middle finger right here. No, we're gonna leave this, and the final deal is gonna take a bit longer because I'm a bit tight on time. That is a usual for me. So I'm gonna try working a bit harder because obviously this is just work. So I just need to get through it. There isn't really much else to it, but it's also quite fun most of the time. So I think I'm just gonna try to focus on getting more of it done, honestly, because I just need to like append time to it, if you know what I mean. Give it some time. Because right now I've been like really not giving that shit any time, so definitely need to do that. But time-wise, where I have some other things, and I'm gonna speak on that a bit later. So so yes, those were the deals that have been done. There's one of them still standing, and that has been closed for 600, and there will be a payment of 1.5K once I get to about the halfway mark, and a payment of 1.8K once the whole thing is done. So yes, that is a big thing. I think I will be getting the 1.5K this month, most likely. I'd even say most definitely. And I would be guessing that it's not gonna take too much longer to get the rest of that. So yeah, very excited for that. By the way, this month, just this month, obviously, I'm looking for my phone. My phone is here. Just this month, I think was 2.5K, which is an insane achievement, and the biggest month, which is obviously great. Very excited about that, obviously. Great things happen on great months, and this next month is probably gonna be even bigger than that if I close if I get all of this work done, because I will have a 1K deal, of which 500 will be left. I will have a 700 deal, which will be together 700 plus this 3.3k, which will be 4k in 1 month. That will be crazy. Then I have some older leads which I'm gonna hit up after this month, but yeah, that's for future plans. Definitely did not expect to have myself booked out for multiple months of it's a bit over a month and a half ago when I started, and about 20 days ago I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop outreach because it's a little more than that. Yeah, it's about a month ago that I stopped outreach. It's a bit less, but about a month that I stopped outreach, and since then I've just been booked out, so I've just been doing work, which is I'm very happy about that. Honestly, I enjoy working a lot more than those days of doing outreach, which was not so fun. But now I kind of miss it because I got to watch so many videos and watch so many movies in the meanwhile of doing the outreach. But you give and you take, you lose some, you win some, that's what it is. But definitely feels good just reaping the rewards, and I'm gonna do something good with that shit. We'll see. I shall report on what I did with that money. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of getting crazy with just new deal after new deal, and all of them just closing really nicely, getting done really nicely. Happy about all that. My sister is laughing in the other room. That's good. Laughter is good for you. Do you have anything else to say about the business? Not really, I guess. That's just gonna keep on chugging that side of the of my life, I guess. So I guess I'll update next week on how many I'll close. So I should have. Oh, I mean, I'll have 350. But mainly, I'm just gonna try to focus on getting work done because I have a bunch of work to do that mostly for the big project, and it's just work that needs doing. I gave a very long time for myself, so I'm not worried about like deadlines or something like that. And I do believe I have the architecture for the whole thing very down. I know what I'm doing, so I'm not worried. But it will take some time, so I definitely need to book out some time to work on it. Yeah, that's mainly where I'm at, and thinking about how this month is gonna be pretty crazy, because if I close all this, it's gonna be pretty crazy. Anyways, maybe I'll close the other one at next month, so I'll kind of spread it out. But we'll see. Because I want everything to be working flawlessly, so it might take a bit longer. Anyways, next thing on the agenda, I've been yapping about this for 8 minutes. So I thought it was gonna be short once, and I kind of recorded this in in the last few hours of when I usually record at a Monday night, which is unfortunate. Usually you remember, but there was some stuff going on last weekend, mostly because of the sister partying. So annoying. But yeah, next thing, driver's license. Yes. Just today I was like thinking about getting my driver's license. I was like, oh, I need to get that shit. So did some googling, and my mom actually went to the same one, so I was like, might as well. It looks nice. It looks like they're not gonna rip me off. That was the main point. I was like, I feel like this is the kind of industry where you steal from children. So I was slightly scared of that. So I was like, just go to some local place that's been doing things well. And I found one, and it seems chill. So I'm gonna go with that. It's gonna be a bit expensive, which is not a problem for me. It's a problem for my mom, but we'll see about that. Maybe I'll do something about it without me. 1 second. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, after a heroic display. Anyways, driver's exam, driver's license. So, we'll see about the expenses, but turns out not that bad. Will not take that long. So, I will have a few classes, which I have on this paper. The first class I took today, which was, 90 minutes? Not too bad, but, it is what it is. Then I will have one on Wednesday and next Tuesday. So those will be the dates of my theory, and then we'll go into actual driving lessons, which I will be taking. So not too bad altogether. I think it's gonna be pretty fun, since there's not that much theory, not too many hours of that shit, but I can just learn it on my own, which is what I like. And then I'm gonna, do my theory portion and do the test and all that. So that's all good. But yeah, I finished my exams. I was probably talking about it last time. My exams, it's interesting. But last one kind of bombed it. Unfortunate, but I'll pass. It is what it is. Made mistakes, but there's not much you can do about that. Yeah, I don't have much other things to say about those exams. They were what they were. 4 exams it's kind of a lot. So I'm happy they're done, and we can move on to the next step of our life, where maybe I would have more time. But instead, I have less time. I was gonna do this, but it sounds like it's bad. But so, what has been going on for me to have less time after my exams are done? Indeed, very questionable. So first things first, more work, but that's what I want to have time for, so it's not a problem. So one, not a problem. Next thing, driver's license. Unfortunately, it's gonna take some time, so not much I'm gonna do about that. But it's not that bad, not that much time. Next thing is school. They're like, wait, but aren't you done with school? Aren't you above all that shit? Aren't you instant gratification? No, I'll take it later, and now you're reaping the rewards. Well, yeah, kind of, but it also turns out there's more classes. Whoopsie. Okay. Whoopsie. Not really whoopsie. Okay, I calculated for this. I prepared. I had my preparations, my dubious instigations of kinds. But mostly that just means I have, in fact, thought of this, and I could skip them. Now, if I skip them, will I be able to do them on the big exam? Because it's physics and math, which are quite punishing. So I'm thinking about skipping them. But I will go to the first class, see what's up. If it takes too much time and it's too annoying, I'm gonna be skipping. So that's a skip for me. But we'll see. So that's 2 time wasters. That's the big one. And third, university classes. Yes, we're coming to the end of the first university class, which means I have to study for the test. That's gonna be in 2 weeks. Gotta get ready for that. Other than that, I have to make sure I do my exercises, get things done, Very annoying. The university classes take about 2 days of the week. The school takes about 3 halves of the day. So that's about 1.5 days. Together, they take 3.5 days of my week, which is 7 days long. That's unfortunate. Then we have our driving tests, which take maybe, if I do about 2 a week, it's gonna take 2 halves or 1 half. Yeah, let's say 1 half of a day. And then I don't think I have anything else. hitting the gym, which takes like half a day. So it's about 4.5 days, which are just unaccounted for, which is a long ass time. It's annoying, very annoying. I don't like having so little time. So little time. But it is what it is. Not much you can do about that. At least so far, the university course isn't that bad. It's quite easy. So hopefully it's not too serious. And I can deal with it and get a high score without having to study too much. Then I will be going to another university course, after which I will have some time of break. Also, I've decided that I'm gonna take a break after this. Why? Because I feel like I'm doing a lot, and I got my goals. I got what I wanted, so I'm definitely gonna take a break after this. But I don't know when that is. If that's in 2 months, 3 months, hopefully not 3. I think I'm gonna be working quite hard for the next month and a half, and then hopefully I'm gonna be able to take a break, which would be around November. End of November, I would like to take a break. Let's hope for that. But we'll see. Yeah, honestly, that's all I really had to say for this week. I will go more in depth next week, probably, hopefully. You never know what's gonna happen, and I don't know. Pray for the best. All right, peace.